Hello and welcome, Light Steppers. It's day three, that's what, four of adding value week, actually. Wow, I know how to count. And I actually have a blessing for you guys today. I'm hoping that Troy Casey can join us during today's call. If he doesn't, I am hoping that I can still bless you regardless. So before we do that, before I can actually share with you the fourth way that I love to add value to my people, let's dive into our guiding principles so we can remember where we stand on and what we're all about. Cool. We fill our cups first by honoring our physical, mental, and spiritual health through self-mastery, movement, nutrition, community, and personal development. Layla?
We model behaviors, habits, and attitudes that demonstrate excellence.
Aaron?
By developing individuals, we strengthen families that elevate communities.
We believe that integrity, love, and principles are the foundation of both a great business and life.
We are committed to creating generational health and wealth for our community and beyond.
We continually expand our organization by providing the most effective and highest quality products and services available.
Everything rises and falls on leadership. The measure of an effective leader is not how many serve them, it's how many people they can serve.
Fantastical, beautiful. All right, so the blessing that I wanted to share with you guys today, and a great way that I love to add value is Instagram Reels. So, and anytime I share with you guys a reason why I add value, I'll tell you guys some benefits on why I think it's important. So right now, Instagram and Facebook specifically is pouring a lot of money into Reels. They're making it really easy for your Reels to get engagement. I'm literally currently doing a challenge where the challenge is you have 30 days to get 25 thousand views or whatever. I'm like 14 days into the challenge and I'm basically almost done with it. Like I already hit those views. And they just literally motivate you to do that more often. And Reels are a great way to just be creative and just test out ideas and see what works and see what doesn't. And you can also reutilize them and change the actual thumbnail or the caption and see what actually works better. An amazing way to add value. You can go three different ways. You can go educational, you could go entertainment, you could go edutainment. It's up to you. I like to do all three personally. I think that all three can be really effective. Yeah, so definitely the Reels, look into it. I'm not gonna give you a real like training. There's a million YouTube videos I can teach you how to do it. I can tell you that I use InShot for editing all of my Reels. It's literally free. I paid for the yearly subscription, which is like $20 or something. And you can have all of the things that you need. But Troy Casey's in the waiting room, so I'm gonna bless y'all. That's it. Come on, we're gonna do this. Let's go. God did. Really did. Let's see.
Okay, here I am.
Well, welcome.
Thanks so much, guys. I set my alarm. I need an alarm for my alarm.
Same. It's all good. It happens. You made
Well,
it.
it went off at 7:55. I was ending my last call, and then I had a brief break, and I got into talking to Barbero, and holy shit, I'm supposed to be on the call. Okay, I'm here now. All right,
Divine timing. It was divine timing. Welcome, Troy. Welcome.
sweet.
The floor is yours. I already I did the intro for the call. You can take over anytime you feel ready.
Okay, great. And so good to see everyone. So what is so did everybody get their tickets for the conference? Yeah. Good. Look at that. I love it. And Leela, you're coming or you're not coming? Or you're gonna be in school?
I'm not sure if I will be in school. I may be playing tournaments at that time, but I'm trying to gather the funds to get the ticket. And I had just have to work out the schedule.
Okay, great. Yep, totally understandable. Good. Okay, well, that's taken care of. And so what well, why don't we just do a round robin and see where everyone is at? And so, Aaron, how's everything going with you and recruiting, bringing customers and brand partners? How you doing talking about the business when you're out prospecting?
So I have taken off the past couple weeks on the business to focus more inward. And so I'm just kind of getting back to the business. So to answer your question, 0.
Okay, well, hey, look, doing inner work is definitely working on your business. So I am here to tell you that, because there's a vacillation. You definitely want to push when you got the energy and you got the motivation and you got the goals and there's achievements that you want to do and make, etc. You definitely want to push forward. But when you need to do your inner work, there's no substitute for that. And so do the inner work, because you're going to get the rest, the clarity that you need to move forward. It's better than pushing through and burning out. Does that make sense?
Yeah, actually a lot.
So, and then there's the yin yang on every level, right? So, and then we also don't want to push out too much either, right? We don't want to tell ourselves debilitating stories, because if you have goals and dreams, you can do it. So get your juju up, figure out what you need to do that, and then get back out there in the trenches.
I'm in. Let's do it. Thank you.
Okay, Carlos, you're up.
So today's my last day teaching, so I am currently in a position where I can actually work the business full time. I've been really focused on systemizing everything and creating tools and basically a space for the team to learn and collaborate. It's been interesting, an interesting challenge, because that's not something that I've done before. I was having a hard time doing that while I was like teaching, and then also, having a social life and exercising. But as soon as I clocked out today for the last time, like I literally felt like, oh my God, I can 100% do so much more now and be out there more. So I'm already planning as many networking events that I can this summer. I'm gonna be having Sunday running group, literally from the outside of my house every Sunday in the sunset. And I'm just gonna do that every time and just create as many opportunities for myself and the team to network and just share the message. So I'm excited. Honestly, also overwhelmed, because I'm getting so many opportunities from other from others areas. Like I'm in academia, so I get like speaking engagements and opportunities to work in clinics and do different things. And right now, I feel like the thing that has been the biggest challenge is just being able to say no. But honestly, I wouldn't say that I have a hard time in the last like few months doing so. I think I've gotten a lot better. Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting like transitional period. Like today I'm in a whole different world. So I'm just open and ready to adapt and do whatever it takes to get to the next level, to be honest.
Well, great. Look, you are young and full of energy and intelligence, and you're not married with kids. Is that correct?
Yeah, yes. I mean, I shouldn't be so excited, but yes.
Yeah. So if you don't have those big responsibilities now, now is a great time to work. Obviously, being, nailed down to another job, especially if you're taking care of yourself fitness wise, that's a lot of work. So to work on your side hustle, that's the true definition of a side hustle. And you're doing great because you got your weekly call. So prospect when you can. Always, serve the green drinks when you can. And you're doing it. So just get a little bit more focused. And I think you're doing really good with saying no, because it's entrepreneurs can get shiny object syndrome, and there's always going to be opportunity. There's tons of opportunity in the world. That's the thing. But what is the opportunity? What is the payoff? Right? Is it a legitimate opportunity, or is it just an opportunity to go out and get drunk with your friends? You know what I'm saying?
For sure, for sure. I definitely do.
So good work. And so what are your goals for the business now that you have some more free time?
So I definitely will be going diamond this month. I've been building up to it. I've been building up the legs and the foundation and the actively enrolled and everything. So this month I'm going diamond. July green diamond, especially with the conference, is gonna just immediately flow into it, especially the people that I'm gonna be inviting to the conference. And I have the last week of the conference to work with those leads and those prospects and make sure they turn to brand partners. So diamond this month. Green Diamond next month. That's my summer, straight up.
Okay, good work. Good work. You got goals, you got time, you know what you're doing, and you're doing it. So, that's half the battle, one of my mentors said 80% of the work, it's like brush your teeth, comb your hair, and show up, right? That's 80% of the work. And
Right.
if you got more gas in the tank than that, then go get them. And that's what it takes to be successful as an entrepreneur. And so, good. Go. I have a lot of faith in you, Carlos. So, good work.
Thank you. Let's get it going.
Okay, let's keep it going there, Chad.
What up? Yeah. I would say everything's been going pretty good. Becoming more confident in talking with people about it. And I actually got on 2 calls the past 2 weeks about potential brand partners, which I'm really excited about. I'm finally seeing success and progress. So that's really been keeping my motivation high. Um, Other than that, just feeling like I'm kind of alone in this, a lot of it, just because like a lot of family situations, and I found out that they're not as supportive as I thought they were. So that's been a little bit like disappointing, but trying to, keep my head high, keep on moving. So
Yeah. So good for you, man. Because that's not easy. And let's face it. Let's analyze this. You know, you can only look around in your neighborhood and see who is successful or is working towards something greater. There's nothing wrong with having an hourly wage or even being, a doctor, even though they're pushing drugs. But or even a lawyer, even though they're making white collar crime legal. Never mind my opinion here. But look, a young man at your age wanting to go for his, I mean, that's noble. I keep hearing the stories, you know, um, kid wants a car, dad buys him a lawnmower. There's a money printing machine, right? And, the homeschool guys are talking a lot about this. the innovation, the creative that comes out of these kids that didn't get indoctrinated from the school system. They go out, they're artists, they create something, they make something, and then they have tremendous success stories. Remember the status quo, we are being mass programmed, right? To sit down, shut up, consume, conform, and comply, right? Be a good soldier. And if you're smart, we'll let you be a doctor or an attorney. And that's high levels of indoctrination, super high levels of just fuckery, excuse my French. But, that's why the world is so jacked up right now. We're lost. And then you've got the dropouts, like my mentor, Paul Chek, 9th grade dropout, genius, right? And so, and you hear those types of stories. So it would be great if family would support us. Believe me, they'll be there for the success. Right?
Yeah.
Right? They'll be like, oh yeah, my son, the success, right? So bless them on their way. If it's not right for them, great. Sometimes family you can use for just let me prospect on you. Just let me run lines if I'm doing theater, right? Let me run lines on you. Let me tell you about this business opportunity. Let me practice on you. If they can do that, great. If they're just completely unsupportive, don't give them the finger, but just turn the other way. It's sad. It really is sad. Because what is more noble than somebody that wants to go out? At the bare minimum, you're going to grow, Chad. Because you're going to see yourself. You're going to go out in the marketplace. You're going to talk to people. You're going to know how well you can convey your ideas in your head out through your mouth and persuade someone. This is what they teach in, the Ivy League schools, persuasion, debate, stuff like that. And so it's a high level skill. Because at the end of the day, that's all you go to school for anyways, is to be able to learn how to read and write so you can formulate your own ideas and then either speak them into existence or write, get your ideas on paper. And this is what really forwards humanity through. Otherwise, you end up being a factory worker. It's what they train you for, the Rockefeller school system. So no love lost, brother. How old are you, Chad?
20. Just turned 20.
I'll let you know that I didn't start my entrepreneur journey until I was almost 40, so 39. And so I was freelance, and I knew how to get out there and hustle work, but I was always working for somebody else. It wasn't until I was 40 until I got that on. And it was about just after 50, 52, 53 is when things really started to break loose. Right? So 13 years for me. And I've seen younger people do it a lot faster. I've got 4 people underneath me that are crowns, and they've done it in 3 years.
Mm.
So, and this industry, even though a lot of people don't understand it, because most people are just ignorant. They haven't tried anything. And so there's no better industry. Low risk, super low risk. Basically the price of your own superfoods a month. And whatever education, come to the conference, go take an Eric Worre class, read Think and Grow Rich, buy some books, take a Tony Robbins class, right? That's the cost. Your education is the cost of, this business. I know people that open up franchises here, people that have really big jobs, right? They work for American Express. Talked to this one lady. She's an American Express executive. She understands resilience. She's pushing 60. She needs money moving forward. She has it because she's an executive. So she throws it at a franchise, IV drip, right? These things are popular right now. Myers cocktails, vitamin C drips, magnesium drips. $500,000 to start that company. And let me tell you, when I went over there, to interview because I was gonna trade her some of my video services. I was gonna cover her program. She was so stressed out. I didn't want to exchange any work with her whatsoever. I'm wearing my dental piece from Dr. Mon. This was a six to $8,000 device. This and my other device. So I can trade my services. I know how to. This lady was so stressed out. Woo! And I don't think she's going to make it. $500,000 investment. So there's no guarantees. Dr. Mon, he told me at one point he was making about $20,000 a month as a dentist. And he started studying, doing a lot of personal development. He went from $20,000 a month to $400,000 a month. So keep going, my friend. You're just getting started.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm excited to see
Good
what's
work.
so since I'm so young, like I have so much room to grow with this. So I'm excited.
Yeah, and when you come to the conference, you'll see what's possible. That's really what it's all about.
Exactly. Yeah.
You'll meet other young people. You'll be one of the younger, one of the youngest persons there. I think my son is going to come. He's 16, and he really wants a Purium business because he sees the lifestyle that he's lived. Right?
Yeah.
He knows the value, and he takes the products every day as a hockey player. So you're doing good work, Chad. You can't do anything wrong right now.
Yep.
Okay, awesome. Layla, you're up, my dear.
So as far as the business goes, I think I'm just kind of getting started. I think it's building kind of like an image up for me. It kind of helps that I recently committed to like a D1 school that's SEC, so it gives me a little bit of could give me a little bit of authority that I can leverage when I'm talking to people. Like, oh, she's promoting these superfood things. She's an athlete, so she probably knows a lot about health. So I feel like I can kind of have that in my corner. For me, it's I'm a little bit passive in like proposing three ways or hopping on calls with people. So I feel like I just kind of need to crack out of my shell and just kind of be more open to opportunities. And then I think things will start to fall into place after that.
Yeah. Yep. You're smart. You've got a lot going for you, and your athleticism. That holds provenance, that holds weight. And the two things that are going to work for you are, because this is what I'm coaching my son on, because you got to look at, number one, how many people make it onto the tour, how many people make it into the NHL, what's the average salary, how many people get injured, how many people, look at the collegiate, all the angles. I like watching the greats. I watched David Beckham's Netflix special, and I watched the Venus Williams family movie. I thought that was good, and then even the stories about Kobe Bryant and stuff like that. I mean, Kobe Bryant, that guy practiced like nobody's business. I mean, there's some no joke going on over there. That's not just talent. There's layers and layers of why that guy's a champion. There's no easy street with that, and there's many sacrifices, on that road. So, and there's no guarantee you're going pro, and there's no guarantee if you go pro that you won't get injured or whatever. I put all the worst case and the best case scenarios, right? You want it? You want the champion mindset of champion? No problem. It's yours too. So as long as you understand all that, and then, well, what's a champion going to feed themselves? Well, you got to be a ding dong if you're playing in sports right now, drinking Gatorade and eating McDonald's and like I don't know what it's like in the locker rooms where you're at, but it just, you got to be stupid right now if you're eating crap. I mean, it's going to show up in your tissues. It's not going to work. And my mentor is the top rehab guy in the world, and he would work with all these Snickers and Doritos, sponsored athletes that would come to him, blown out knees, shoulders, and it's directly related to what they're putting into their gut, right? And and then if you're taking care of yourself on another level, I mean, recovery is huge right now. If you're an athlete, LeBron James spends $1.5 million on his recovery every year, right? He's got he's got a wellness spa at his house, and he goes to even more treatments, throughout the week. So if you've got your game on that and other people don't, because not everybody's tapped into that, you would hope that athletes at a bare minimum are off junk. But kids are drinking Prime. Prime's getting sued for leukemia now. It's like the world's gone crazy, right? And so you got a good product. So have a product story, right? You want to go through those products and make sure that product is supporting you. You want to have a good experience. I've got a video where I go through my supplement stack. Those aminos are going to help you out a lot. Whatever superfood drink that you like is going to keep you hydrated on the courts, right? Going to keep you mineralized and hydrated. The whatever herbal products, like if you're buying any kind of vitamin C or our formulas are extremely powerful. The Joint Flex is excellent for recovery. So make sure that you're well adept and you're having an experience. These foods are going down your neck, and you're like, I like this. I don't like this, right? This works. That doesn't work. Like, get your experience down. Have a couple scoops of can't beat this before in your before your workouts, and see how that gives you endurance, and see if it gives you energy, and really test these products, because then you can have a customer experience, and nobody can take that away from you. That's your experience as an athlete. Then on the layered version of this conversation, which continues what we were talking about earlier about career and everything, no matter what, like, I think I might have mentioned this last week, like Magic Johnson has movie theaters and he's got this business, that business. And Allen Iverson's broke, right? We had this conversation last week, right?
Yep.
So you want to make sure that you've got a side hustle. You're building a business on the side. Why not? You want to be able to use your celebrity. You want to be able to use your athleticism, because nothing, like I told Chad, nothing's more noble, right? And it's in your back pocket. You don't have to push it, but you're looking for 3 ride or die homies that want to run with you. You got a great business opportunity, and that's it. Throw it away. Who do you know needs to make some extra money? Who do you know that wants to be in business with me? That's it. Make sense?
Makes perfect sense. Thank you.
Yeah, those are 2 great stories. And who doesn't want to support an athlete, right? A disciplined person. Same thing with Chad, the young entrepreneur. My son's coming home for summer vacation. His butt's going to get out there working. I don't care what it is. Knock on doors, but work. Know what it's like, right? So, and he's going to have a Purium business. So, all right, guys, good call.
Thank you so much, Troy. I appreciate it. Do you have a minute for one question?
Yes.
So I've spoken to Chad before. This is something that really motivates us. Like, we really want to be crowns, and we're literally in front of our crown right now. What's the difference? Like, because we're really tapped in right now. We're dialed in. We're going. And yeah, it would be crazy for me to ask.
Well, the difference is the paychecks. I mean, they're huge, right? So, and that feels good, because then then you have a legitimate business, right? When you're solid, when you have your 3 solid teams with you, and they have 3 solid people underneath them, maybe that goes a couple levels deep, you have a solid business. These training calls that you're doing, three-way phone calls, prospecting, bringing people on, growing like that, you're going to have a business, right? You set your intentions, you have your goals, you have your skills, you're on the calls, you're coming to the conference, right? This is a legitimate business. So whatever your closing ratio is in sales, get better at sales, get better at talking to people. You're basically inviting people. The secret to business is not keeping your business a secret. So how many conversations can you have? How many three-way phone calls can you get on the phone with me, right? I don't do product calls, but I do business calls, right? Carlos is available. Do three-way phone calls. That's the quickest way to build your business. Go through the prospects. Ask the harder question. Have you ever thought of owning your own life? What's your residual income strategy? What's your retirement strategy? Do you have a side hustle? If the right business were to come along and the timing was right in your life, would you be open to looking at it? To memorize that question. If the right business were to come along, and the timing was right in your life, would you be open to looking at it? If the right business were to come along and the timing was right in your life, would you be open to looking at it? It's a copywritten question.
So,
Memorize that and get good at popping it. And Chad, that's the one you want to work on the family. Hey, can I test out my business on you? You know, hey, and look them dead in the eye and be like, if the right business were to come along and the timing was right in your life, would you be open to looking at it? Yes or no? Great. I have time tomorrow at 11 a.m. Boom. Right? Get the appointment then and there. And then do the three-way phone call. Me, Carlos, whatever. Three-way phone call is the number one way you're going to build your business.
love it. Love it. Thank you so much, Troy. I won't take any more of your time. Thank you for giving us your time again. We're gonna show out and we're gonna continue to make you proud. We're just getting started, and I appreciate you really jumping on here and pouring onto us and just being amazing as usual. Thank you, seriously.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. The one of the most inspiring teams that I've seen to come along in a long time, and we have some very powerful teams in my organization. And so you guys are doing everything right. Keep going. You're an incredible leader, Carlos. And here we go, baby. And you guys are going to get lit up at the conference as well. You know, you're going to know why you're doing this. It's really going to get seated. Yeah. So good work. Get as many people to the conference as you can.